here, so thank you all for coming. This is the official press conference of European Athletics U23 Championships. Today's press conference will be conducted in English. There may be a small amount of Norwegian as well. And it will consist of two parts. The first part, we will be talking to the people who made this event possible, the locals, the people of Bergen, the president of European Athletics and the president of Norwegian Athletics. And for us, European Athletics, it's an honour really to be in Norway, a country that's produced so many talented athletes, from Jakob Ingebrigtsen, Carsten Warholm, and so many more. And I think the beauty of this championship is we start to see the new stars coming through, and we're delighted that in the second part we'll be speaking to 5 athletes who hopefully for them will be finishing this championship with some medals, maybe some golden medals. And if they're going to follow in the footsteps of people like Carsten Warholm, will go on to possibly star in the World Championships as well at the end of the season. So, and we've seen that happen so many times, this incredible journey where you think you're just an age group athlete and then suddenly you're running in the senior championship. So, you know, make sure that you take your opportunity to speak to them now before they're household names and super famous, although some of them already are. So let's start with the first section of this press conference. We're joined by Dobromir Karamarunov, the president of European Athletics, Rune Balsrud, and apologies for my Norwegian pronunciation, the Norwegian Federation president, the LOC president, Paul Hofstad Thorsen, and Reidar Digrnes, the deputy mayor for business, culture and sport in Bergen. But firstly, it's my honour to invite the president of European Athletics, Mr. Dobromir Karamarunov, to officially open today's press conference.
Thank you, Peter. It's also not only my honor. European Athletics is very honored and very proud to be here in Bergen. 2025, we started very successfully with the European Indoor Championships in Apeldoorn. We continue with the first edition of European Running Championships in Brussels. Incredible success. And now we continue with our developing events. We say about the under 18, under 20, under 23, our developing event, because our first priority is to develop our sport through the competition. Competition is our core business. And we are really very proud to be here for the 15th edition European Under 20 Championships in Bergen. And also 15 years after the last biggest event in Bergen, European Team Championships 2010. Norway is host country for my predecessor, Svein Arne Hansen, who was not only president of European Athletics and my predecessor, he was also very good friend of mine. And I have really good memory together with him here in Norway and all over the world. What we have here in Bergen, it's a very promising competition. We have nearly 1,300 athletes, 10 medalists from the 2023 European Indoor Championships. We have 9 individual gold medalists from ESPO 2023 and 24 individual gold medalists from the 2023 European Under 20 Championships. That's why this event, this competition, this championship is so important. We are only the organization who have these unique championships under 23. Even World Athletics, they haven't. But for us, it's so important not to jump from the junior age to the senior level. To have this opportunity, yes, of course, if you're a big star, you can be really started at the age of 18, 19. But for the most of athletes, this step is really important, to have this age of under 23. That's why we, European Athletics, we continue with our three developing events, under 18, under 20, and under 23. I want to thank to all the people who is involved to these championships, to all the officials, volunteers, and especially to Norwegian Athletic Federation, to the new leadership. Good luck, Mr. President.
Thank you.
to the previous leadership who accept these championships, to the LOC, to the municipality of Bergen, who is behind this. And of course, I want to wish best of luck of our athletes. Not only for the next 4 days, not only for this very challenging 20-25 years, but for the future. You are our future. All what we do it because of you, my dear athletes. Good luck. Good luck for the future. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. So now let's hear from Runar Balsrud, the Norwegian Federation President.
Thank you. On behalf of the Norwegian Athletic Association, it is a pleasure to welcome you to Bergen and to Norway. Bergen provides the best possible setting for this year's European Under-23 Athletics Championship, with excellent weather conditions, and we are very proud to finally be able to organize a major athletic championship in Norway again. The big individual was in 1946 in Oslo, the European Championship. So we have the team championship, but that was the individual. So we are especially grateful to European Athletics for entrusting us with this event. It is important for developing Norwegian athletics to organize a major championship on Norwegian soil. And as a small gift, a small present to the European athletics, we have a surprise from the Norwegian fairy tales, a typical Norwegian, yeah? So, for you.
Thank you.
And a big thank to our important partners, Bergen Municipality, Viken County Council, and other sponsors. And we depend on the strong athletic community here in Bergen. All the researchable people in the organization and all the volunteers. If it hasn't been for them, it wouldn't be possible to have a championship like this on Norwegian soil. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we welcome our local dignitaries and representatives. The LOC President, Paul Hofstad Thorsen.
Thank you. Welcome, Dobromir and all the athletes, where the heroes of tomorrow are going to compete here in beautiful Bergen. My gift to you is the weather. We are used to 12 degrees and rain. Now it's 30 degrees and sun. So we are a bit stressed about that, but we will manage. So this is what we have worked so hard for 10 years, actually. 10 years we have been working for this. And finally, we can welcome Europe to our city. We have rolled out the red carpet for the athletes, for Jemi, Nick, Stefan, Philip, and Henriette, who we are going to talk to later. And it's important for us to give the very best so they can compete for honor and glory at Fana Stadium. So Bergen is a city with strong local pride and with friendly and inclusive residents, always outward looking, always open to the world. Nearly 900 volunteers have stepped up now to make sure that around 1,800 athletes and trainers are going to make the very best at Fana Stadium. We are working day and night. Don't have much sleep, and it's a demanding championship with logistics and high standards. But I'm really impressed by the commitment of the volunteers. So, Reidar, Runar, and Dobromir, it's an honor for us to host this championship. We will seize this opportunity, live up to the expectations you have to us, and prove ourselves worthy of bringing more major championships to our city in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for the sunshine. And last but not least, the Deputy Mayor for Business, Culture and Sport in Bergen, Reidar de Grenes.
Thank you. On behalf of the city of Bergen, I would like to express our sincere gratitude for the great honor of being given the opportunity to host the U23 Championships for 2025. And as many of you know, this event was originally planned to take place in 2021, but was postponed due to the pandemic. But as the saying goes, those who are waiting for something nice are not waiting in vain, and we have certainly not been waiting in vain. I'm looking forward to this being a great championship. And I know that a lot of people have been working for several years to make this possible. So on behalf of the city of Bergen, I would like to give a sincere thank you to the European Athletics, to the Norwegian Athletics Federation, and also the local organizing committee, who I know are working around the clock to make this possible. And also, I wish all the athletes and all the participants a great event. I'm hoping to see some both personal records and great sportsmanship during this event. And also, in regards to the weather, we have a saying in Bergen that summer is the best day of the year. But it looks like we actually get several days of summer this year, all for our European friends. Thank you.
Thank you to all the delegates. So now you're welcome to take a seat, and we'll turn our attention to the real stars of the show, the athletes. But athletes, if you could just stay in your position, we're going to do a little introduction, and I'd just like to welcome Alex Seftel on stage for a little bit of an introduction, if you don't mind, Alex.
Thank you, Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, Damma O'Hara, please join me by giving the athletes a warm welcome as they come on stage after each one has been introduced. So, a little bit of story time. You might not know that Bergen is actually one of Norway's biggest cruise ports, around 300 ships arriving each year. So, the first athlete to dock on our stage is a home hero. He's a European under-20 finalist. He's a national pole vault champion with a best of 5:30. But Bergen is his hometown, right? So the Fana Stadium here is the base of his local club. A friend of the fjords, you might say. Bergen Seren. The boy from Bergen, Philip Kubon. Thank you, Philip. Right, from the streets of London to the lanes of legend. This is an athlete who's a rising star, but already has a global crown. She has a World Under-20 title, a World Silver medal, an Olympic bronze medal. She has ice in her veins and fire in her finish that helped her triumph 2 years ago. 50.79 is now her best. She's 22 now, but remains the fastest teenager in British history. She's a one-lap wonder. It's Yemi Mary John. Thank you, Yemi. Okay, now, a couple of years ago, Ireland won their first European under-23 gold. It was a glorious 1-2 for Sophie O'Sullivan and Sarah Healy. What a symbol of a breakthrough that also saw 2 senior gold medals at the European Championships in Rome. Kieran McGeehan and the mixed relay team emulating the likes of Sophie's mother, Sonia, of course. Now, at the European under-20s, Ireland has been quite successful. Between 1970 and 2019, they won 4 golds. So imagine the delight when in one event in 2021, they doubled that tally. A then 16-year-old from County Tyrone stormed to 3,000 metre victory. He got a silver a couple of years ago. He'll do the 5,000 metres here with a personal best of 13:13, a shining light in green. Nick Griggs. Thank you, Nick. So another reigning champion goes into the ring. The holder of Dutch national records over 1,500 metres and the mile. He went sub 3:30 for the first time in Paris last month. He won 2 years ago. He's a Dutch champion indoors and out. He's even found time to make his steeplechase debut at his home track in Nijmegen. Wat een talent. What a talent. Stefan Nielsen. Thank you, Stefan. Okay, Bergen, brace yourselves. This is an athlete that commands attention. A national record holder over 200 metres, 400 metres, the pentathlon, and both of the 4x400 metre relays. Incredible. Medals at the World Indoors and European Indoors, 7th in the world currently over 400. So only Femke Bol better in Europe this year, and that's because she blazed around the track in 49.62 on home soil at the Bislett Games. So, with the roar of the crowd behind her, potential to be a devastating triple threat here. It's her country, it's her stage, it's her story. Hun er et nordlys. She's the Northern Light. Henriette Jager. Thank you.
Brilliant. How do you match that? Wow. Well, thank you for the introductions, Alex. We'll just ask a few questions to the stars of the show. So, Philip, we'll start off with you because you're right next to me. So this is your home stadium, right? This is the place where you train regularly. So tell us a little bit about the stadium and what the others can expect.
This stadium is fantastic.
We just need. Okay, hold on. Sorry, we want to be able to hear you because we have people watching on YouTube. There you go.
Thank you. This is a fantastic stadium. I've been living like just 10 minutes drive from here. I'm training here like every day for the past 10 years. Usually the conditions is not as great as today and like tomorrow and like the whole week. Usually it's raining, it's kind of cold, it's windy. We had the connections with us. These perfect conditions. We can expect some great records, great times, great heights. It's gonna be great.
And, for you personally, will it be strange being at such a high-profile event, but being on your home track?
Being on my home track, it's so excited. I'm so excited for it. I have the possibility to get all my friends, my family and stuff to come and watch and see what we're doing in training for every single day. I'm kind of nervous. It makes me more nervous because I feel like I should perform in front of them. And I'm so thankful for every volunteer, and I so appreciate everything that's been doing just to make this championship. And my friends, family, everyone is just showing up, volunteering. My father is going every day back and forth, or just to help me with the pole vault, and it's great to be here.
Yeah.
Be able to show what we're doing every day and working for.
Yeah, and what are you hoping to achieve in this championships personally?
Personally, I have had kind of a rough time coming into this because I've been sick for a long time. So first of all, coming into this, tomorrow is qualification. I'm feeling better. I'm starting to get ready for it. And first of all, getting to the final and then take it from there and see what it's leading to.
Yeah, and just finally, what's the atmosphere like within the Norwegian camp? You've obviously got some very talented athletes.
It is really good. I was kind of scared of coming into the championship. Living here, I'm used to being here every day. It's just like a normal practice. But then coming into the hotel yesterday, meeting the team spirit, and just it's totally different atmosphere than what I'm used to in practice. So I'm so excited. The people are great. Yeah, it's a good team. It's very professionalized. And,
Brilliant. Well, thanks for being here and good luck. And the stadium's beautiful and it's very sunny. It's quite hot.
Thank you.
Okay, so Philip Kuban. Thank you, Philip. If you could just pass the microphone down to Yemi Mary John. Yemi, thank you for being at the press conference. Tell us how you're feeling coming into this championships. What's your form like and how you're feeling about the track, having just had a bit of a walk out there?
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think the track feels great. The weather was great, other than the little drizzle at the end. But yeah, I'm really excited to run at these champs. I think I've always loved the junior competitions. So from under 20s up until now, it's just always a great experience. And as the president of European Athletics said, it's a great bridge from junior to senior. I think under 23s are such an important competition. So yeah, I'm really excited to just go out there and compete.
Do you feel that extra pressure after your performance 2 years ago, running against one of the people sat at this table?
I don't think pressure is the right word. I think maybe excitement. I've run against Henrietta a few times, and I always love running against her. I think we run great together. So, yeah, I'm excited to be able to be back on the field with her.
Yeah. How are you feeling going into this championships? Like mentally, you feel like it's having already run in an under-23s. Do you think that's going to help you?
Yeah, I think it's great to build up the experience, the championship experience. I think having a few championships under my belt, I think it's definitely very beneficial. But I think everyone is different, so you can't know what to expect until you're on the line and on the day. So, yeah, I just have to take each day as it comes.
And I noticed you walked into this press conference with a camera, and I've noticed you're a bit of an influencer when you're not running. Tell us a little bit about that and your social media skills.
Yeah, I do like to do a bit of social media on the side as well. I've been enjoying YouTube recently, so yeah, if you're watching, make sure you check that out. But yeah.
And also, you're a student of economics, is that right? Is that why you've got such good times and they keep coming down?
Oh,
good with numbers?
I hope so.
Yeah. And anything else in terms of the British team? It's quite a strong British team coming here. What's the atmosphere like? Who are the captains? I haven't seen that information.
Not yet been announced,
so
I won't disclose. But
can you give us an exclusive, maybe?
I'll keep that quiet until they announce it. But in terms of the British team, the depth that we've had in the 400 recently has been incredible. You saw at the Paris Olympics, not just the 400 women, 400 men, mixed 4x4, but in every relay at the Paris Olympics, we medalled, and I believe we were the only team to do that. So, yeah, but specifically in the fours, I think we've been seeing depth in recent years that we've not seen for a long, long while. So I'm really excited what we're going to do. Not just for myself today and on our relay later on in the week, but also later on in the season. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Which leg, are you allowed to disclose which leg you're going to be running in the relay, or is that top secret as well?
I might have to keep that under wraps.
Oh, really? Okay, fair enough. Well, okay, thank you for the conversation. Okay, moving down to Nick Griggs, a familiar face for this championships and obviously the under-20s as well, where you were incredible in Tallinn and Jerusalem. Like, Nick, how are you feeling coming into this championships? It feels like I've seen quite a lot of you, and we've seen a lot of you over the last few years.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I was injured kind of at the start of the season, so I'm just had a bit of a late opener to my year. So I think I only raced kind of the end of June was my first one. So yeah, it's kind of been a bit of a short one, but I've got a good few races in a short space of time. So I'm feeling really good, feeling sharp and ready to go on Saturday.
Yeah. Were you, because of the last championship we saw you, I think you were definitely aiming for gold and it didn't quite come off for you. How did you get over that? And are you here to prove something, or have you grown up now? Are you feeling that you'll just do the best you can as an individual?
Yeah. I think, especially when you go in ranked high enough, you always want to win. Nobody wants to go in the race and come second. Everybody wants to win, and it's going to be the same. It's a very strong field on Saturday, but I'm going to go in with the same mindset of like, anything but a win is kind of failure. So if you kind of set yourself up like that, how far can you go wrong? So at the end of the day, all you can do is your best. And if I go out on Saturday and it doesn't all come together, then so be it. I've got bigger things to do, hopefully, in the end of the season. And this is obviously a huge championships, but you run your best race and leave it all out there. And if that means you don't win or you don't medal, then yeah, so be it. But I'm definitely aiming for a medal. And again, why not set your sights on gold? And then if you shoot for the stars, what's the saying? I can't remember. If you shoot for the stars, how far can you fall? You still land on the clouds. So yeah, it's one of those where I'll go out and try my best and see where it leaves me.
Very, very philosophical. There's a huge following for you in Ireland, not just you, the whole Irish team. At the airport, when you come back from the championships, there's like thousands of people waiting there. How does that feel? Why is athletics suddenly become so big in Ireland?
Oh, it's huge. I think it's like success breeds success, and we've had so many good athletes over the years, but now with like the current crop coming through, we've got Ciara McGeehan, European champion, Rashida obviously was second in Europe and has won multiple underage medals, and you've got so many people. The distance guys are now running really well as well. The relay won the Europeans, so I think for such a small country we do make a really huge mark at European level, and now we're starting to do it at Worlds as well, so I think that kind of brings the whole country together. And yeah, it's getting bigger and bigger every single year at every single championship. So if it can keep growing and we can keep getting more coverage and support, that's all you can ask for at the end of the day.
Brilliant. Well, thank you, Nick. Just pass the microphone down to Stefan Nielsen. Stefan, thanks for being here. And you're obviously, you've come here. I got told I had to have you at the press conference because apparently you're an amazing speaker and your English is brilliant. No pressure.
Well, thank you.
But I'd like to think your running is the thing that does the talking. Tell us a bit about how you're feeling coming into this championships.
Well, I feel ready. The last couple of races I think went well. I'm feeling good. I'm having fun, and I'm excited to run here, to run the championship where basically my professional career started, because from this championships 2 years ago I suddenly popped up and it was going well. So excited to be here.
Now you're going to be running two disciplines at this championships, right? So the 1500 meters, where you've broken, according to Alex, you've broken 3 minutes 30, which is incredible, and also the steeplechase, was it?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about these two events and which is your preference and what you're hoping to do in both events.
Yeah, the 15 will definitely stay the preference. I mean, I love the distance. It's what's going really well for me, and I think that's why we train on mostly. And as a defending champion, I also think I have to do it again. I want to do it again, so that will be fun. And then with the 3K steeple, just try something out, just see what I can do there. As I was introduced, my home track, I ran the qualification. Now we're here, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, and what's the team spirit like in the Dutch camp?
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's same as with Ireland. The athletics is really growing in the Netherlands the last couple of years. So I think we're all getting better and better and getting more motivated of the recent success we've had, and I think we want to keep the flow going and see what we can end up.
Brilliant. And I hear you play a bit of golf when you're not doing athletics.
The last 2 months I started. I wouldn't say I'm good yet, but I started.
Okay, so you'd be running around the golf course rather than...
maybe searching some balls in the forest, but...
Brilliant. Well, maybe stick to 1500 for this event, but thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay. Finally, and I will speak slowly because I promised you I would, because I know you speak good English there.
Okay, thank you.
But Henrietta, how are you feeling coming into this championships all the way from Oslo?
I'm feeling pretty excited. It's so excited to have this championship in the home track. My boyfriend lived here for 3 years, so I have been training a lot of the Fana Stadium, and I'm really excited to do this championship.
Now I've got a list here. I thought there was a mistake on my script, but it said that you're running in the 200 meters. And the 400 meters and the 400 meter relay.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add to that list?
No, I think that's enough.
A little bird told me that a certain Carsten Warholm had a phone call with you recently to discuss how you can do so many events.
Yeah, I remember that Carsten do both 400 and 400 meter hurdle back in 2017, the under 23 championship. So I called him on FaceTime last day, and he gave me some advice like you just need to believe in yourself and have fun, and you need to save your energy in the heat and the semi, and do your best.
Well, I remember how exhausted he was in the mix zone in 2017 in Bydgoszcz after doing the second race, and I've never seen him speechless, but on that particular time he was. But no, back to you, like how do you feel about the team spirit in the Norwegian camp, and how important is this championships for Norwegian athletics?
I think it's really important. We are a big team that going to... we are a lot of athletes, and this is the highlight for many athletes in Norway this year, so it's really important for Norway.
And just one final question, and then I'll leave you in peace. Like, how are you targeting this season? Because a lot of people are talking about you. They're expecting you perhaps to go on and perform at the World Championships. And how do you feel about that and this journey that you're on?
This year has go really good. I'm sorry, guys. But this is absolutely a main goal, like this championship. I have looked forward to this in a long time, and it's to do both 200 and 400 meter. It's really good training to the and of course really good championship, but it's also good training for the World Championship in Tokyo.
Yeah. And what is your dream beyond that? Do you think about the future and where your athletics career might go?
LA.
Right.
Yeah. LA in 2028. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for speaking English for us and for taking the time before the event. And good luck in all 17 events that you're participating in. Yep. Okay, I'd like to now invite questions to the media. If anyone has any questions, please just name your media outlet and say your own name. Wait till the microphone comes to you. I think there's a spare microphone somewhere. Oh, it's on the other side. Any questions? Oh, sorry, Chris, you're hiding in the corner there. Hold on, let me just get your microphone. You want to sing a song or do a dance? Or?
No, that would ruin everyone's day. Hi, I'm Chris from European Athletics. Sorry, I'm going to ask you in English again, Henriette, sorry. You always come across as a very competitive athlete. You do all the events you can, indoors, outdoors. You're racing multi-events here. You throw yourself across the finish line. Are you that competitive in your home life, and were you that competitive as a young child?
As a young child, when I was little, I did the heptathlon, and I have always loved to compete in a lot of the events and do a busy schedule from I was a young girl, and Kan du svare på den?
Yes, it's just that competitive spirit that she has. It's very obvious. Was she like that as a child? And are you very competitive at home, like whatever you're doing, and playing board games and things like that?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I love to compete, and kan du bare svare?
Okay. Sorry. I think I did a better job in making her an athlete than in English. So, Henriette is a very competitive athlete. She loves to compete, and she also loves to compete in training. We do that a lot in training too. So that she's going to be competing in 2 events, including and also the 4x4. It comes partly from she's been competing in heptathlon as she used to be, and now she's doing both. So we've been thinking a lot about it, back and forth. She's going to do the 200, she's going to do the 400, but we couldn't decide either one, so we ended up with both.
Brilliant. Any more questions from the floor? Stephen Mills, if you could just take the microphone.
Cheers, thanks. Stephen Mills, European. It's a question for Stefan. I believe there's only 5 hours between the heats of the steeplechase and the 1500 meters final. So how will those 5 hours look for you? What will you sort of do to get ready for the final?
I think for probably a massage, maybe some lactate clearance with a short shakeout, and then just lay down. Maybe at the start I can still sleep, but I doubt it. And then it's just getting ready. Yeah, make sure I fuel, of course, and then getting ready again for the 15. But
I mean, is it a bit of a risk doing the 2 events kind of back to back, or are you prepared?
Yeah, maybe it's a risk, but I think it's fun with cross country. I also did 2 events, and then I only had half an hour. So, I mean, 4.5 hours extra should be fine then, right?
Any more questions, Rona?
Hi, I'm Rona McLeod, also working with European Athletics here. Yemi, may I want to ask you, we've seen you go through so many age group competitions, both world and European levels. What is it that's so special about age group competition, because you're obviously also competing at senior level in other international events, but what is it specifically about racing against your age group peers that you enjoy?
Oh, a bit of a hard question. I think I just enjoy the champs, the energy. I think there was mention of pressure before. I think age group championships are a great way to run fast and sort of remove that pressure as well. So it's a lot more of excitement, and you just remove the pressure from it, and it's still a championship. And I think I've always been a championship runner. So yeah, I think I just really enjoy being able to run at a championship, be able to run with people that some I've grown up with running, and yeah, just really enjoy the atmosphere and the energy at age group champs.
And Philip, I want to ask you a question. This is your local track. How different will this competition feel to you? Because all your friends and your family, everybody that you want to be here can be here, and you know this place so well. Is there a chance that it won't bring up the edge of a big championship for you?
I think either way, like, it's such a big championship. This is what we've been training for such a long time. It's been a goal since like last championship 2 years ago. So coming here, I feel it's just positive and beneficial for me to have my family and friends there. Of course, it brings maybe a bit more pressure or like excitement, I feel, but yeah, I'm so excited to have them there and just be able to show them what we're doing and training for. So yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Yeah, Alex?
It's on.
Very convenient. Okay. Oh, two more.
I'll take this one. Question for Nick. You were just 16 years of age when you won in 2021, right? Can you just tell us really what that did for you? Maybe it gave you real belief that you could be really great at athletics.
Yeah, I think it just validated what I'd been training for so long, and that was my first major international, obviously, and I hadn't really done much running up until that point. I'd started training serious, but it was my first introduction into this and a major championship. So I think it showed me that I belong at this level and I can compete at this level, and it gave me that belief that I can go on and compete at other championships and come to World Juniors and European Under-23s now, and raced in Budapest and the Worlds as well. So it gave me that belief that I can definitely hopefully go on to be a good senior one day as well. Obviously you've got that transition from junior to senior, which is very tough, but it gave me that belief, and that's what it does. So it was big, and I think sometimes you can still pull on those things and look back. If you ever have nerves or coming into a big race and you're nervous, look back on all those things that you've done and the major things that you've achieved, and think, you know what, I do belong here and I can achieve great things, even if I am quite nervous going into it.
Thank you. And a question for Yemi. You told me once that you had a bit of a background in gymnastics before you started to take athletics seriously. Just tell me a little bit about that, what you enjoyed about it.
Yeah, I'm surprised you remember that, actually. But yeah, I used to do gymnastics quite intensely. I always loved it. I really pushed my parents to do it, not the other way around. So it was great. But unfortunately, I suffered quite a few injuries in gymnastics. So parents being parents, they were worried, and dabbled in a few sports, ended up in athletics. But yeah, I think it gave me a great foundation growing up. I think gymnastics requires so many different skills, and it's definitely translated into track and field. So I'm definitely fortunate to have that background.
Yeah, quite a few gymnasts end up being pole vaulters or high jumpers. Now, you didn't fancy either of those?
You know what? I did try high jump, but I think I might be a little too short for that. So.
I just wanted to ask Nick, how many times do you watch that race back from Tallinn? Because I don't think no one ever. Who's that guy in green? Who's that guy in green? You were leading.
Yeah, the commentator didn't even know. He called me British, so he didn't even realise. So yeah, I think I've watched it back. I haven't watched it back in a long time now, but I think it's the same as whenever everyone runs well and you have a big performance, especially at those. You're watching it back so much at the start, and you can't get enough of it, and then. It's a long time ago now. 4 years is major, especially when you're still young. So, yeah, it feels like another lifetime ago. But I haven't watched it in a while. I might watch it when I'm back at the hotel for some inspiration.
Watch it again tonight.
Yeah,
brilliant. Well, thank you to all the athletes for being here, for taking the time. Maybe give them a round of applause. Thanks, everyone. So I'd just like to invite the photographers forward, just before you disappear, Henriette. Sorry, Henry. If we could just take a photo for the photographers. Probably want you in front of the table, I'd imagine, but maybe you could, whatever you want. Yes, please, yeah. And we'll get the president of European Athletics in the photo as well, and the delegates.